because you may get a different reaction of that person than you would get of any other person. So you have to kind of pull that side of you back a little bit.
Yeah.
But then you know that at the same time, I'm okay with pulling that part of me back a little bit.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying. Yeah. It's okay to sacrifice a part of yourself to make that other person feel at ease or better in the situation. That's being good, being a good person as well, and sort of not being selfish as well. But you can be more selfish as a person in a relationship than when you're single, in a weird way. You think that being single gives you a chance to be selfish because you're looking after self.
Yeah.
Because being selfish isn't always a bad word as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
say. Yeah. Taking time to put yourself first and put your needs first is actually the most important thing for when you get into a relationship anyway. And now I'm single at the minute. It's like I'm much more sociable. I'll do things like this. I'll meet that friend today.
Yeah.
I'll, go and see more people, because I think there's a world you get into with a relationship, which is not. It can be a bit. You go around as this thing, and you close. Yeah. You go and you come back, and you report back to the one. So you go out and you report back. You go this and you report back, and you don't have more time for yourself and other people.
Do you know, like you said, the third person thing? Do you know when people say that when people are in relationships, they see him as one person? I just got that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's literally like, you guys come as a package deal now, so I'll contact you and I know I'm getting you with.
Exactly. And that is bad, in my opinion. It's like, it is, we have to hold on. That's what I'm saying. I want to now work out, so when I go into the next one, I know fully where I am at and what's going on and where my world is. And I don't make too much sacrifices to how I conduct myself. But when I come together with this person, it's great.
Because you need,
and they,
because you need your world, they need their world, and then you need your life together.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you spend too much time together, then
you lose.
What am I sharing with you? Then if I spend all my time with you and I go out, I come straight back to you. I'm not doing anything else other than seeing you. Yeah. What is there new for me to tell you that's going on in my life? Yeah. So it's.
So this is what. So now, So I'm going to stay like this for a little bit, because I just feel much more. I feel weirdly connected to a higher plane now. I'm on my own.
Yeah.
Because I'm not. Well, physically, and not having as much physical activity. Every time you go into a member of whichever sex you're into, you're going into that world, and there's an attachment, physical attachment, and of the physical plane, which we get, and the same way you have an attachment to this cup or this thing, or it, obviously with a human they're not a cup. I'm just saying you get a this level worldly attachment when you go and you can, when you go single a bit and you're wandering around and you feel a bit more maybe alone, you weirdly feel a bit more connected to the non-attachment of the physical here. Yeah. So you're more open to something above you. I find that anyway.
I don't know, because we're on this topic. It's like, I don't know if you found it, but when you're in a relationship, or I feel like when you're not in a relationship, although you're looking for something, what you're looking for is never looking for you. But then the moment you become unavailable, and then you're suddenly in a relationship, everything that you were looking for is suddenly looking at you and now wants you.
Yeah. That's the ego, that's the trickery.
Yeah.
It's the ego and trickery of man. Yeah, true. You always think there's that, in a way it's like you think you want, because you got that, you think you want that and that and that. Yeah. You forget what you've got, which can happen. But we probably shouldn't do a whole relationship episode.
No, of course.
It was it's
just conversation.
But it went there, didn't it? I like it. I like it. We're talking more about relationships to each other, as friends, as people who run nights, people who in relationships.
Just relationships. Everything is, I want to say, fueled by relationships.
Yeah.
You need to have some sort of relationship with someone to make things work. Like, even if they're not your friend or they're your work colleague, you still have some rapport with something.
Yeah,
so
And just to be absolutely clear, I wasn't comparing any previous girlfriends to cups. Okay, that was just because we have a cup in our hand. Cheers. We're drinking a green tea, rock and roll. That's why I said cup. But yeah, girls or boys and humans are better than cups, definitely. But it's just energy, though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Cup's the same as me.
So let's talk about the first topic that I do in my show is what's happening in the world. And I was sending you a few of the headlines for some of the articles that I found during the week. So I'll start with the first one, which is Florida City freaks residents out with an extreme zombie activity.
In Florida, this is,
it's happened in Florida.
So there's been a zombie activity in Florida. I've seen a lot of zombies in my time. I actually have. Mostly at festivals and raves the following morning, walking around. That's what was it just somebody on drugs walking through Florida?
Basically.
Or was it an actual zombie?
There was a false... There was basically there was a town... Well, let me find these... what's the city? The city of Lake Worth in Florida.
Yeah.
They suffered a power outage. And it was after midnight when these things were happening. And obviously, because of the power outage...
Yeah.
They had someone put on the emergency alert that went citywide that said that there was extreme zombie activity, because they thought that the power outage was apparently somewhat paranormal.
So there was a power cut.
There was a power cut, yeah.
After midnight.
Yeah, after midnight, and then
in this place, Florida.
So they put out, obviously, the police put out like an alert warning, and basically the alert said power outage and zombie alert for residents of Lake Worth and Terminus. There are now far less than 7,380 customers involved due to the extreme zombie activity, resulting restoration time uncertain. So that's the alert that they put out.
So they put the local council or whatever put out a message of zombies.
Yeah, in the power outage.
As a joke? Or are we saying that
I'm not sure if it was a joke. I think it was genuinely in...
You think there genuinely are zombies out there?
I think
they were warning the people of.
No, I think they had a genuine zombie. They had a genuine zombie alert. That's what they have. They have a genuine zombie alert in their power outage. So obviously, either someone's hacked into it and put it in there, or in the power outage thing with the alert.
They hacked the power outage bit and put zombie.
They put the zombie in. That's what I think may have happened, but.
For a minute, it sounded like, no, Sean, there is zombies here.
Yeah, no, it says, officially haven't secretly geared up for zombie apocalypse. Opponent, someone's hacked into the system and pre-programmed the thing to change the alert that went out. But still, pretty funny.
Did you hear about that human zombie that took too much bath salts and ran down the road trying to eat people and got run over by a car and twice? Yeah, he's in jail now. Yeah, like that. It wasn't him, was it? In this place?
No. But the next one is I didn't kind of get the title, the headline when I read it. So this airline asked the mother to prove that she was related to her mixed race son.
Ooh, okay, because one of them was too. What, light or dark? Is that what we're saying? It didn't match.
Southwest Airlines had to apologise after one of its officials asked a Californian basketball coach to prove that she was the mother of her biracial son.
Why would they ask her to prove? Oh, for the passport.
Yeah, because she was white.
Yeah.
And obviously she had all the passport details and everything,
Yeah.
but they were saying that after showing his passport, she was asked for further evidence of.
Which first of all, which country was it?
I think might have been America. South Africa.
Right.
South Africa.
Oh.
Wait, Californian basketball coach. So I assume it's somewhere in America.
Yeah.
That happened.
Well, I mean, my brother recently went to India.
Yeah.
I'm mixed race, and if you put me next to my dad, and then next to my brothers, I'm the lightest. Okay, so maybe you wouldn't directly know that my dad and me were related. Once we start talking, so once we smile, once we the persona, you definitely would. But so anyway, my brother was going to India, and in a way, I kind of get that they had to do that. I mean, I think they genuinely suspected, because basically, so he's going to India. He's got to stop at he stops in Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
Somewhere there, and they to fly, and they got him into the passport office and said, "We're sorry, we don't think that is you in your passport, so we gonna have to ask you some questions and stuff." And it was the nose. They didn't think it was his nose. The thing was, though, what is your passport? It's what is it? 8? How many years is it? It's like 8 years, no?
Pretty much 8 years. Or
right.
So,
So
8 to 10.
give or take. I might be wrong, but it's definitely something like that. So in his photo, he had a skinhead.
Yeah.
And he was so the difference between 18 and then nearly the end of your 20s, whatever, is quite a big thing in your face.
Yeah.
So now he's got long hair down to here. He's grown it, and they just So I mean, maybe it kind of, I don't know how. What do you think about that story?
I've been reading it on towards the end, and it said that obviously according to the airline's policy, customer service agents must verify the child's age at the airport, and they have to prove with government, obviously official documents. But if I show you my son's passport, I mean, what? I mean, why would I have to verify this is my child if?
Yeah.
If
I'm at the airport.
If I'm at the airport, I mean, unless there's a warning out that some mixed race child has been kidnapped, then I may understand that.
Yeah, what are you saying? Because if you're saying that I'm not, then who am I?
Yeah, exactly.
And what am I doing with this kid?
What is your reason for stopping? It's kind of like the whole thing with stop and search, and then it's mainly black kids that are being stopped and searched in fair compared to white kids. But I mean, it's that kind of thing. Why are you stopping me?
Yeah.
Why do I need it? I'm just kind of trying to think about it and put in the mother's situation. She's just come back from holiday, and then she's now faced with this. Somewhat, she might have had might have been a long flight or whatever, and now all she wants to do is go home and put her feet up, and she's being faced with, is this your child?
And I thought I had problems forgetting my keys.
Yeah, you know. I don't know. In 2018, I want to say it doesn't surprise me, but I want to say it does surprise me, but it kind of doesn't. And I find that really bad to actually think that things like this don't surprise me that it's happening. Yeah. It's quite sad, but
what was the outcome then? What happened?
The airline apologized and
upgraded her to first class.
Well, let me read these tweets. So basically, because she's verified on Twitter and everything, so she tweeted at them. She said she's appalled that after approximately 50 times flying with her 1-year-old son, tickets counter personnel told her that she had to prove that her son was her son, despite having his passport. She said, because we have a different last name, and but she said her guess is because he has a different